There is a peculiar truth hidden beneath the noise of this world, a truth so simple that most overlook it entirely. We have been taught that effort, strain, and relentless pursuit are the keys to achievement. Yet the greatest miracles of life do not arrive through force, but through surrender. You see, the universe does not respond to desperation. It responds to assumption, to the quiet, unwavering knowing that what you desire is already yours. But the moment you begin to force it, to chase it, to beg for it, you confess something dangerous. You declare with your energy that you do not possess it. You proclaim your lack. You announce to life that the thing you long for is distant, separate, withheld, and so it remains just that. But when you relax, when you cease your frantic effort, when you stop forcing it, suddenly, everything begins to rearrange itself to serve you. Think of it this way. When the seed is planted beneath the soil, do you force it to grow? Do you scream at it, pull at it, demand its bloom overnight? No. You understand the process. You trust the invisible. You allow the unfolding, and in that stillness, nature does the work. The same is true for your desires. They germinate in the unseen realms of consciousness long before you hold them in your hand. But impatience suffocates them. Forcing interrupts the process. But stillness, trust, makes the impossible inevitable. The tragedy is that so many people spend their days wrestling with life, clinging to outcomes, chasing validation, squeezing their dreams so tightly that they strangle them. And all the while, the answer waits on the other side of surrender. When you stop forcing it, when you exhale your neediness, when you walk as though the desire is fulfilled, life moves. You cannot manipulate the laws of creation by effort alone. You are a creator not through muscle, but through consciousness. Your thoughts are seeds. Your beliefs are the soil. Your assumptions are the climate. And your feelings? They are the silent prayer that shapes your reality. But every time you force, every time you panic, every time you check, doubt, or complain, you uproot the seed, you disturb the soil, you delay the harvest. So the question is not how hard must you push, but how quietly can you trust? How deeply can you feel the reality of your wish already complete? For when you stop forcing it, when you let go of the struggle, the current of life carries you. That which you have imagined with conviction begins to assemble itself. The unseen rearranges, opportunities reveal themselves. Doors open, not because you hammered at them, but because your inner world commanded them. The ones who seem to live effortlessly are not lucky. They have simply mastered this law. They do not chase, they attract. They do not beg, they assume. They do not force, they know. And the universe in its infinite precision matches their knowing with evidence. If you can rest in the assumption, if you can relax into the unseen fulfillment, life will meet you there. That is the irony of creation. The less you chase it, the faster it runs to you. When you stop forcing it, it works. When you let go, it arrives. And when you trust that it is already done, so it shall be. The moment you force, you subconsciously declare you don't have it. That is the quiet contradiction hidden beneath all struggle. You may tell the world with your words that you are confident, that you believe your dream is already yours, but your actions betray you. Every time you chase, every time you push, every time you anxiously measure the distance between where you are and where you want to be, you send out an unspoken signal, a confession of lack. You announce to the unseen forces shaping your reality that the thing you desire is absent, separate, out of reach, and life, being nothing more than a mirror of your internal state, reflects that absence back to you. You state practical, observable or not, gains or losses. This is the subtle trick of creation that so few understand. You cannot outsmart your inner world with words or effort alone. It listens to the dominant vibration, the feeling, the state from which you operate. If your state is lack, life shows you more lack. If your state is fulfillment, life cannot help but rearrange itself to match that. But forcing something into existence is rooted in fear. It is built upon the dangerous belief that without your constant interference, life will forget you, that your desires will wither away, that fate will overlook your name. But in truth, life never forgets a single detail of what you imagine with conviction. Your desires are seeds planted in the unseen soil of your mind, and they are watered not by your effort, but by your assumption. When you force, you step out of alignment with that natural process. Forcing is like digging up the seed every day, questioning whether it's growing, disturbing the soil, doubting the unseen magic at work beneath the surface. It's frantic, it's desperate, and it screams to the universe, "I don't trust the process. I don't believe it's working. I am still separate from what I want." And so you stay separate from what you want. And so you stay separate from what you want. You find yourself locked in a pattern of waiting, of striving, of endless pursuit, never realizing that the very act of chasing keeps your desire beyond your grasp. But when you let go, when you stop forcing, you speak a far more powerful language to life. You declare possession. You send a silent but certain message that what you want is already yours, that it belongs to you in ways no one can see yet. But that truth is fixed and unshakable. You step into the feeling of the wish fulfilled, and life, obedient to the state of consciousness you dwell in, begins to move in ways you cannot predict. Events shift. People appear. Opportunities unfold. And it happens not because you forced it, but because you trusted it. This is the unseen order of reality. You are not rewarded for effort alone. You are rewarded for alignment, for belief, for the inner certainty that bypasses logic. The ones who manifest with ease are not special. They are simply those who stopped forcing, stopped announcing their lack, and began living from the end. They walk, speak, and think as if it is already done. And in that quiet assumption, reality bends itself to fit their inner world. It takes courage to stop forcing. The world has conditioned you to believe that without constant action you will fall behind, that if you relax your dreams will decay, that the only way forward is through relentless struggle. But creation doesn't work that way. The most profound manifestations, the most unbelievable transformations happen in the space of stillness, of inner certainty. You do not see the roots forming beneath the soil, but they are there. You do not see the universe orchestrating the connections, conversations, and opportunities behind the scenes, but it is happening. And the proof arrives only after you have stopped forcing and stepped into knowing. And you are not at all the master of your own. Forcing is fear wearing the mask of ambition. It is the desperate attempt to compensate for doubt. But when you no longer need to force, when you rest in the natural power of your imagination, when you dwell in the assumption of fulfillment, life meets you there. It brings the invisible into form, not because you fought for it, but because you finally understood that possession begins within. You have to feel it before you see it. You have to own it in consciousness before you hold it in your hands. And when you stop forcing, you prove to yourself and to the universe that you already do. Just as seeds grow unseen beneath the soil, your desires manifest through calm expectation, not restless effort. The world you see is only a fraction of reality. Beneath everything visible, there is a vast unseen structure unfolding in perfect order, responding to the energy, the assumptions, and the quiet beliefs you carry within. When you plant a seed in the earth, you do not stand over it, shouting for it to grow. You do not demand the roots to stretch, the stem to rise, or the leaves to appear overnight. You know instinctively that the process is invisible first, that growth occurs beyond the range of your senses before it emerges into your sight. And yet, when it comes to the desires of the heart, the longing for love, for abundance, for peace, for success, people abandon that knowing entirely. They replace calm expectation with frantic striving. They disrupt the natural unfolding with doubt, impatience, and fear. But the truth remains unchanged. All things begin in the unseen. The quiet chambers of your imagination, the feelings that stir beneath your surface, the assumptions you hold when no one is watching. This is the soil of your reality. What you dwell upon, you fertilize. What you assume, you plant. What you feel, you water. And like the seed buried in darkness, your desires respond not to force, but to the stillness of certainty. You must trust the invisible long before it becomes the visible. You must allow the process to unfold, knowing that your role is not to force, but to imagine, to assume, to feel the reality of your wish as though it already exists. The mistake so many make is believing that constant action is required to create their desired life. They exhaust themselves chasing opportunities, manipulating circumstances, and obsessively watching the external world for signs of progress. Yet, the real progress happens where no eyes can see. Within. Your inner world constructs the blueprint. Your state of consciousness shapes the pathways. Your feelings summon the connections, the coincidences, the synchronicities that bring your desire to life. But forcing interrupts that process. It announces to the universe that you do not believe it is happening on its own. And so the process stalls. The seed remains buried but stifled, unable to push through the soil of your doubt. Calm expectation, on the other hand, is the quiet power that accelerates growth. When you release the need to control every detail, when you stop panicking over how or when your desire will appear, you create space for it to bloom naturally. You align with the rhythm of life itself, which operates not on deadlines, but on divine timing. And in that stillness, reality begins to shift. People, places, and situations rearrange themselves, often without your conscious effort, to mirror the fulfillment you have assumed. Consider how nature works. The tree does not stress about its leaves turning green in spring. The flower does not question the sun's return. The tides do not force their rhythm upon the shore. Everything follows an unseen law, unfolding perfectly, responding to invisible forces that never fail. Your desires are no different. They are governed by the same unseen order, the same laws of consciousness. But your interference, your forcing, your chasing, your worrying, disrupts that natural process. The power lies in stillness, in resting with the certainty that what you desire is already moving toward you, hidden for now but inevitable. The process is underway the moment you assume it to be, but it cannot be rushed, it cannot be forced. Just as you would not dig up a seed every morning to check its roots, you must resist the urge to question the unseen work of your imagination. You must trust that beneath the surface, life is shifting in your favor. It requires discipline to hold the vision, to live from the end, to embody the feeling of fulfillment while the outer world remains unchanged. But this is the true work of creation, not forcing, not struggling, but aligning your inner world with the reality you wish to experience, feeling it as though it already exists. Walking, talking, breathing as though your desire is not coming, it is already here, hidden just beyond the curtain of your current senses. In time, that curtain lifts. The desire breaks through the soil. The invisible becomes visible, and what once seemed distant or impossible now stands before you, not as a result of force, but as the natural flowering of your quiet expectation. Life rewards not the frantic, but the faithful. It responds not to panic, but to peace. And the moment you stop forcing and begin trusting, you will see that your desires were never delayed. They were always unfolding, perfectly timed, hidden in the soil of the unseen, waiting for you to believe. Assuming your wish is fulfilled shifts your world faster than chasing results. The reason is simple yet profound. Your external world is nothing more than the reflection of your internal state. Life is not responding to your words, your desperate efforts, or even your surface level intentions. It is responding to the deep, dominant feeling you carry beneath it all. When you assume that your desire is already fulfilled, when you rest in the certainty that it belongs to you, you bypass the need to force, to chase, to manipulate the outer world. You stand in the vibration of possession, and life, like an obedient mirror, has no choice but to reflect that back to you. Chasing results, on the other hand, is the confession of separation. It is the unspoken declaration that what you want exists outside of you, beyond your current reach, somewhere in the future, and only through relentless effort will you arrive at it. But the paradox of creation is this: the future only materializes in accordance with the state you hold now. You cannot chase your desire into being, because the act of chasing confirms you do not yet have it. But assumption rewrites that entirely. The moment you assume your wish is fulfilled, the game changes. You alter the state of your being, you command the unseen forces of reality, and everything begins to reorganize itself to align with your inner knowing. Attention is the quiet, invisible authority that overrides logic, circumstance, and appearance. It does not concern itself with facts. It does not argue with what your senses report. It does not beg for evidence. It simply stands firm in the unseen truth that your desire exists now, even if the outer world has yet to catch up, and it always catches up. The outer world is slow, dense, sluggish in comparison to the speed of thought, the immediacy of feeling, but it cannot resist the pull of a sustained assumption. Imagine for a moment that your wish is a house. An assumption is the foundation upon which it stands. Without the foundation, no amount of walls, windows, or decorations will hold. The structure will collapse under its own weight. But build the foundation first. The inner certainty, the state of possession, and everything else follows naturally. The walls rise, the doors open, the roof takes shape. You may not see it at once, but beneath the surface, the process is underway the moment you assume it so. Many people, without realizing it, sabotage their desires by living in the state of lack, while trying to force results through effort alone. They look at their current reality, they see absence, they feel separation, and they work tirelessly to close the gap. But life responds not to effort, but to state. Your current circumstances are merely the echo of your past assumptions. To change them, you must change the cause. The inner feeling, the self-concept, the quiet acceptance that what you desire is already yours. Assumption frees you from the exhausting loop of striving and doubting. It liberates you from the need to constantly check for progress, to monitor every step, to seek validation from the external world. When you live from the end, when you embody the feeling of already having the need to chase dissolves. You walk differently, you speak with quiet authority. You move through life with the calm, unshakable energy of someone who knows the outcome is secure. It is not arrogance, it is alignment. It is not delusion, it is creation. You are not ignoring reality, you are reshaping it from the inside out. The outer world is malleable, obedient, responsive to your dominant state. It cannot hold its current shape against the force of a sustained assumption. Eventually, the walls of circumstance bend, the appearance of lack crumbles, and the unseen becomes seen. You must understand that assumption is not mere wishful thinking. It is not a fleeting thought or a hopeful desire. It is a deep, felt knowing, a conviction that bypasses reason. It is the internal acceptance that your desire is yours now, regardless of appearances. And this internal acceptance carries more weight than any physical action you could ever take. It broadcasts a silent signal to the universe, and the universe, being bound by its own laws, must comply. This is why the ones who live with effortless success often appear different. They do not hustle from a place of lack, they act from a place of certainty. Their words, their posture, their energy reflect someone who already possesses what they seek, and the world, unable to argue with such authority, responds accordingly. Opportunities emerge, doors open, coincidences align, and to the outside observer it looks like magic. But it is simply the quiet, consistent power of assumption at work. The question is not how much more must you do, but how much deeper can you believe? Can you inhabit the feeling of the wish fulfilled so completely that the outer world becomes irrelevant? Can you carry the inner state of possession so consistently that life molds itself to fit your vision? When you master that, you will discover that chasing results is not only unnecessary, it is counterproductive. Success is esemes. It is unnecessary. It is counter. Your assumption has already done the work. Your reality is catching up. You need only to remain in that state, to dwell in the unseen, to feel the truth of your desire as if it already surrounds you, and it will. It always does. When you cease controlling the outcome, unseen forces organize people, events, and opportunities in your favor. It is one of the most mysterious yet reliable laws that govern your existence. You are not isolated, wandering through life as a disconnected being. You are intricately woven into the vast fabric of reality, and this fabric is constantly responding to your state of being, not your frantic actions. The more you interfere with the natural rhythm of this process by forcing, controlling, and micromanaging every detail, the more resistance you create. The moment you release control, when you finally exhale your desperation and lean into the quiet confidence that life is unfolding for you, the invisible machinery begins its work. There are currents in life, silent and unseen, that carry you toward your desires when you stop swimming against them. You cannot see these currents with your eyes, yet they are real. They move people into your path. They arrange circumstances you could never orchestrate on your own. They deliver opportunities that appear as coincidences, but in truth, they are the precise, mathematical responses to your inner state. But this orchestration only happens when you remove your hands from the steering wheel of life, when you let go of the need to manipulate every outcome, when you stop asking how, when, or where. Life steps in with the answers you could never force into place. Control is rooted in fear, the fear that without your constant interference, your desires will wither away, that fate will forget your name, that dreams will dissolve into the void. But life does not forget. The universe does not overlook. Your assumptions, your feelings, your inner state, they are instructions given to the unseen forces that govern all creation. And those forces are always at work, even when you cannot see them. Even when your senses report no progress, even when circumstances appear unchanged, the energy you project has already set the process in motion. But your need to control, to micromanage, to question the timing, interrupts that process and delays the very outcomes you seek. Releasing control does not mean abandoning your desires. It means trusting that they are already being assembled for you behind the veil of physical reality. It means understanding that people, events, and opportunities are shifting, aligning, repositioning themselves in accordance with your dominant state of being. You may not witness these movements immediately, but they are happening nonetheless. The universe operates on a level far beyond your current awareness. Its timing is perfect, its methods are infinite, but it will not impose upon your free will. If you insist on controlling, forcing, doubting, life will reflect that back, a reality of resistance, delays, and frustrations. But the moment you surrender control, when you step back into the quiet confidence that your desire is already done, the unseen forces accelerate their work. They align the right people, open the hidden doors, reveal the unseen pathways, often in ways so seamless that it feels as though life simply unfolded without effort. Yet beneath that ease was the invisible orchestration, responding not to your effort, but to your certainty. The most extraordinary opportunities often arrive not when you chase them, but when you make space for them by letting go. Consider how rivers flow. The water does not force its way to the ocean, it follows the natural path carved by the unseen design of the land. It surrenders to gravity, to the shape of the terrain, and in doing so it arrives at its destination without resistance. Your desires follow a similar law. They move toward you through channels already prepared, pathways you cannot always perceive, but that exist nonetheless. When you stop interfering, when you release your tight grip on the process, you allow those pathways to remain open, unobstructed by your doubt or fear. The need to control stems from the illusion that you are separate from life, that your desires are distant, that fulfillment requires your constant struggle. But the truth is far simpler. Your desires are already present within the unseen, and the universe is more intelligent, more capable, and more connected than you could ever comprehend. The intricate web of people, events, and circumstances is constantly shifting to reflect your state of consciousness. And when you relax, when you embody the assumption that what you desire is already yours, you give life permission to deliver it with precision. The most powerful manifestations often arrive through the simplest acts: letting go, trusting the unseen, resting in the knowledge that the process is unfolding perfectly. It is in those moments of surrender that life reveals its highest order. You meet the right person unexpectedly. A door opens without your effort. A problem resolves itself without your intervention. These are not accidents. They are the natural byproduct of alignment. They are the evidence that when you cease controlling the outcome, the unseen forces work tirelessly to organize everything in your favor. You must understand that this is not passive wishful thinking. It is active creation from within. Your role is to cultivate the state of possession, to live as though the desire is fulfilled, to trust the unseen movements of life. And as you do, reality bends, people appear, opportunities align, and your world transforms. Not through force, but through the quiet authority of your inner state. When you stop controlling, you step into partnership with life itself, and together, the impossible becomes inevitable. Miracles unfold when you stop pursuing them with desperation. What you release returns. What you trust materializes. It is one of the most beautiful yet misunderstood truths of existence. So many people spend their lives gripping their desires so tightly, suffocating them beneath the weight of their own fear, unaware that the very act of clinging drives the dream further away. It is the paradox of creation. The more you chase, the further it retreats. The moment you let go, the moment you breathe, the moment you trust that it is done, the thing you have been longing for begins its quiet return. There is an energy, subtle yet undeniable, that accompanies desperation. It whispers lack, it declares separation, it confesses uncertainty. When you pursue your desires with that energy, you unknowingly signal to life that the thing you want is distant, withheld, missing from your present experience, and life, ever the obedient mirror, reflects that state back to you, a world of waiting, of yearning, of frustration. But when you release the need to chase, when you sink into the feeling that your desire is already yours, when you walk as though nothing is missing, reality has no choice but to rearrange itself to match that inner conviction. Letting go is not giving up. It is not abandoning your dreams or lowering your standards. It is stepping into the higher wisdom that life flows not from effort but from alignment. Your desires do not need to be hunted down like prey. They are drawn to you by the silent magnetism of your belief, your state of being, your quiet, unwavering expectation that what you seek is already seeking you. But this attraction is delicate. It is disturbed by panic, delayed by neediness, obstructed by the clenched fist of control. The open hand, the trusting heart, the calm mind, these are the spaces where creation breathes. Think of how the world works in its most natural state. The flowers do not strain to bloom, the tides do not force their rise and fall, the sun does not rush across the sky. There is a rhythm, a flow, an intelligence that governs everything. And you, as a creator within this universe, are bound by the same laws. Your desires follow the same rhythm. But when you interfere, when you chase, when you force, you step out of harmony with that natural unfolding. You turn the process into a battle rather than a dance. But the moment you stop pursuing with desperation, when you release the tight grip, the miracle begins. Its quiet approach. What you trust materializes, not because of luck, but because you have finally removed the barriers of resistance from within. The energy of trust, of knowing, of quiet assumption is irresistible to the unseen forces that shape your world. It sends a signal more powerful than words, more commanding than action. It declares, "It is done," and life, ever responsive, rushes to confirm it. This is not something that can be faked. You cannot pretend to let go while harboring fear beneath the surface. The process demands sincerity. It requires you to cultivate the feeling of fulfillment so deeply that the outer world becomes irrelevant. You must walk in the reality of your desire before the world reveals its form. You must release the desperation, the doubt, the constant questioning, and replace it with quiet certainty. That is the space where miracles grow. There is a softness to creation that the world rarely teaches. We are taught to hustle, to strive, to control every detail. But the most profound manifestations arise not from force, but from surrender. When you release the desperate chase, when you stop begging life for proof, when you dwell in the unseen fulfillment, your desires meet you halfway. They return not as something distant or impossible, but as the inevitable reflection of your inner state. You must remember that what you release returns, but release is not rejection. It is not pushing away your desire or denying your longing. It is sending it out with love, with trust, with the knowing that the universe has heard you and that the process is already underway. It is resting in the quiet confidence that what is yours cannot be lost, delayed, or taken. It will find you in the perfect moment, through the perfect channel, often in ways your logical mind could never orchestrate. Desperation clouds your vision, it narrows your awareness, it blocks the very pathways through which your desires flow. But trust expands your field. It heightens your intuition. It aligns you with the unseen currents of life. And those currents carry your desires to you with ease. The less you chase, the faster they come. The more you trust, the more they materialize. It is not magic, it is law. So allow yourself to relax. Let go of the frantic energy. Release the grip. Step into the quiet power of assumption. Feel the reality of your desire as if it already surrounds you. Walk as though the outcome is inevitable. Speak as though your words are echoes from the future. Live in the unseen fulfillment and the seen will catch up. It always does. The universe cannot resist the state of the fulfilled soul. What you release returns. What you trust materializes. And when you stop pursuing with desperation, you finally allow the miracle to unfold. What if I told you that your current struggles, the endless nights of doubt, and the weight of uncertainty are all part of a divine process. What if everything you've endured wasn't a sign of failure but preparation for something extraordinary? Yes, it's hard to believe when all you can see are obstacles, when the world feels heavy, and the silence of your unanswered prayers lingers like a cloud. But what if that silence isn't emptiness, it's a whisper? A whisper that good things are not just on their way, but are closer than you think. Think back to the moments in your life when everything seemed lost. Yet somehow, against all odds, a breakthrough came. That wasn't luck. It wasn't coincidence. It was the universe aligning itself with your inner desires, responding to the quiet faith you may not even realize you had. Right now, you might feel stuck, broken, or tired. But I need you to understand this: your story isn't over. Not even close. This moment right now is the turning point. You didn't stumble upon this message by accident. It's a sign. The doors you thought were closed forever are beginning to creak open. The dreams you shelved out of fear or doubt are waiting for you to claim them. You are not here to merely survive life's storms, you are here to thrive. The question is, do you believe it? Stay with me, because by the end of this, you won't just hope for good things, you'll expect them. And more importantly, you'll know deep within your soul that you deserve every one of them. Close your eyes and imagine a moment where everything finally falls into place. You don't know how or when, but somehow all the pieces align. You wake up one morning and the heaviness is gone. The air feels lighter, your heart beats with quiet excitement, and the shadows of yesterday have disappeared. That moment, it's not a fantasy. It's your future waiting to unfold. But here's the secret most people don't understand. Before good things arrive, the universe often tests your faith. Not because it wants to break you, but because it needs to prepare you. It asks, do you truly believe you're worthy of what you desire? Will you hold your vision even when everything around you seems to crumble? Think about this: every seed is buried before it blooms. Every great story has a chapter where the hero feels defeated. And yet the seed grows, the hero rises, and the story continues. Right now, you might feel like you're buried, but you're not. You're planted. And the growth that's coming is beyond what you can imagine. The reason you're hearing this message now is because your season of growth is beginning. The delays, the disappointments, the heartbreaks, they weren't there to stop you. They were there to refine you, to make you ready for what's coming next. The good things you've been dreaming about, they're not just on their way, they're already in motion. The only thing standing between you and them is your belief. Do you trust that the universe has been working behind the scenes on your behalf? Stay with me, because we're going to uncover why you're closer than you think to the breakthrough you deserve. Faith is the foundation of all creation. Everything you experience in your life, both the struggles and the triumphs, can be traced back to your inner beliefs. Faith is not just a passive feeling, it is an active force, a bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Your faith shapes your reality because it governs your thoughts, your actions, and the energy you radiate into the world. Think of faith as the lens through which you see life. If that lens is clouded with doubt, fear, or negativity, everything you look at will seem impossible, even the things within your reach. But when your lens is clear, polished by belief and unwavering trust, even the most distant dream starts to feel attainable. Faith is not about seeing the evidence first. It's about believing in the evidence before it appears. Consider the stories of people who have achieved what seemed impossible. Was it luck, circumstance, or was it their ability to hold on to a vision when no one else could see it? Faith is the blueprint of your destiny. Without it, even the strongest plans crumble. With it, even the most improbable dreams take form. Science has shown us that our thoughts emit energy. When you align your thoughts with faith, you are sending a signal into the universe. A declaration that says, I am ready to receive. That signal attracts opportunities, resources, and people that resonate with your belief. The opposite is also true. When your faith wavers, when doubt seeps in, you send mixed signals that repel the very blessings you desire. Faith is not blind optimism, It is intentional action paired with unwavering belief. It is choosing to act as though your dreams are already manifesting even when the current evidence says otherwise. When you practice this kind of faith, you align yourself with the flow of the universe. The right doors open. The right people appear. The path that once seemed blocked becomes clear. However, faith is often tested. When circumstances seem to contradict your desires, it's easy to give up and label it as failure. But these moments of contradiction are not the universe denying you, they are the universe asking, how badly do you want it? How strongly do you believe? Faith demands persistence. It's the ability to hold on to your vision when the world says you're crazy. It's the inner knowing that, no matter how many times you fall, you will rise again. Faith is not just believing in good things when life is easy, it's believing in them when life is hard, when the odds are against you, and when everyone else has given up. Remember, every invention, every breakthrough, every great work of art began as an idea in someone's mind. That idea was nurtured by faith. Without it, those dreams would have withered and died. But with faith, those dreams grew into reality, impacting the lives of countless people. Ask yourself, what are you believing in right now? Are you feeding your faith or your fears? Because the one you focus on will grow. If you focus on faith, you will see opportunities where others see obstacles. If you focus on fear, you will see barriers even when the path is clear. Faith is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It is the foundation of everything you will ever achieve. Cultivate it, strengthen it, hold on to it even when it feels like you're holding on to nothing. Because that nothing is the seed of something extraordinary. And the more you believe in it, the more you will see it manifest in your life. Every struggle you face is not a punishment, it's preparation. Struggles are not signs of failure but signals of growth. They are the universe's way of shaping you into the person you need to become to receive the blessings you desire. Growth is uncomfortable, and transformation rarely feels good in the moment, but it is necessary. Think of a caterpillar transforming into a butterfly. Before it can spread its wings, it must go through the chrysalis stage, a time of complete breakdown. In that dark, confined space, the caterpillar is not dying, it is transforming. Similarly, your struggles are not the end. They are the process by which you are being reshaped into your highest self. Most people view struggles as obstacles to their happiness, but what if they are actually stepping stones? What if the very thing you're fighting against is the thing that will elevate you to a higher level? Struggles test your resolve, refine your character, and reveal your hidden strengths. They strip away the unnecessary, leaving only what is essential. Imagine if everything in life were easy. Would you grow? Would you develop resilience, patience, or wisdom? Struggles force you to dig deeper, to uncover resources within yourself that you didn't know existed. They push you out of your comfort zone, where true growth happens. In the moment, struggles can feel overwhelming. You may question why you're facing so many challenges or why life seems unfair. But if you look back on your life, you'll realize that some of your greatest lessons came from your hardest moments. Struggles are the universe's way of saying you're ready for more. But first, you must become more. Struggles also teach gratitude. When you fought for something, you appreciate it more deeply. When you've overcome hardship, you understand the value of joy. The struggles you face today are planting seeds for the abundance you'll experience tomorrow. It's important to reframe how you view struggles. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this teaching me? Every challenge carries a lesson. Every setback holds wisdom. When you start seeing struggles as opportunities for growth, you shift from being a victim to being a victor. Struggles also act as filters. They separate those who are merely interested in their dreams from those who are committed to them. When you persist through struggles, you prove to yourself and the universe that you are serious about your desires. And when the universe sees your commitment, it responds with opportunities, resources, and blessings. Remember, the storm doesn't last forever, but the strength you gain from weathering it does. Struggles may bend you, but they will not break you unless you allow them to. They are not there to defeat you, they are there to build you. Embrace them, learn from them, and trust that they are part of a greater plan. Your struggles are not random, they are tailored to you, designed to prepare you for the specific blessings that are coming your way. Trust the process even when it feels chaotic, because in the chaos, the seeds of transformation are taking root. And soon you will look back and see that the struggle was not a detour, it was the direct path to your destiny. From the moment you were created, you were made with intention, purpose, and worth. Your worth isn't something you earn, and it isn't based on your achievement, status, or performance. It's intrinsic. You are worthy simply because you exist. The universe doesn't create accidents, it creates with purpose, and you are no exception. Many people struggle with feelings of inadequacy. They compare themselves to others, measuring their worth by external standards that are fleeting and superficial. But worth isn't something external, it's internal. It's not tied to what you have or what you've done. It's tied to who you are. You are not here by mistake. The mere fact that you're alive is proof that the universe deemed you essential. Think about this, every single person is unique. There has never been, nor will there ever be, another you. Your dreams, talents, and desires are one of a kind, and they were given to you for a reason. You are worthy not because you meet society's expectations, but because you are a vital part of the universal tapestry. Without you, the picture would be incomplete. But here's where many get stuck. They doubt their worth. They look at their flaws, their failures, and their mistakes and think, how could I deserve anything good? But your worth is not defined by your imperfections. Just as a diamond remains valuable even when it's covered in dirt, your value is constant. It doesn't diminish because of what you've been through. Your worthiness is also not dependent on others' opinions. People may fail to see your value, but that doesn't make you any less worthy. Their inability to recognize your light doesn't extinguish it. True worth comes from within, and the moment you stop seeking validation from others, you begin to realize just how much you deserve. Believing you are worthy is a choice. It's about rejecting the lies that tell you you're not enough and embracing the truth that you are more than enough. When you acknowledge your worth, you open yourself to receive the blessings that are meant for you. The universe mirrors your beliefs. If you see yourself as unworthy, you block the flow of abundance. But when you stand in your worth, the universe responds with opportunities and blessings that match your belief. You are worthy of love, success, happiness, and every good thing life has to offer. You don't have to prove it. You don't have to earn it. You just have to believe it. Because once you do, your entire reality begins to shift. One of the hardest truths to accept is that things don't always happen on our schedule. We live in a world of instant gratification, where waiting feels like punishment. But the universe operates on a different timeline, one that is deliberate, precise, and perfect. Divine timing is not about your plans, it's about the right plan. And that plan always unfolds at the perfect moment. Think about nature. The sun rises and sets without fail. The seasons change and the tides ebb and flow. There's a rhythm to the universe, a natural order that ensures everything happens exactly when it's supposed to. If this order can manage the complexities of the cosmos, can it not also manage the timing of your dreams? When things don't happen as quickly as we'd like, it's easy to feel frustrated or even defeated. We start to doubt whether our desires will ever come to fruition. But delay is not denial. Just because something hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it's not on its way. Often the waiting period is a time of preparation. The universe isn't withholding your blessings, it's aligning everything so that when they arrive, you're truly ready to receive them. Imagine receiving a blessing before you're prepared for it. It might overwhelm you, or worse, you might lose it. Divine timing ensures that you not only receive what you've asked for, but that you're equipped to handle it and make the most of it. It's not about when you think you're ready, it's about when the universe knows you're ready. Trusting divine timing requires faith and patience. It means letting go of your need to control and surrendering to the flow of life. This doesn't mean you sit back and do nothing. It means you take inspired action while trusting that the results will come when the time is right. When you look back on your life, you'll see how the timing of certain events was perfect, even if it didn't feel that way at the time. The heartbreaks, the delays, the setbacks, they all served a purpose. They led you to the people, places, and opportunities that were meant for you. Divine timing is always working in your favor, even when you can't see it. Remember, good things take time. A masterpiece isn't created overnight. The same is true for your life. Trust that the universe is orchestrating everything for your highest good. And when the time comes, the blessings that arrive will be worth every second of the wait. Have you ever stopped to wonder why you dream the dreams you do? Why certain desires burn so brightly within you while others barely register? Your desires are not random, they are whispers from the universe, guiding you toward your destiny. Each longing, each vision, each goal is a clue to the unique path you are meant to walk. Desires are like seeds planted in the soil of your soul. They are there for a reason, placed within you to grow and flourish. They are your inner compass, pointing you toward what you are meant to become. The things you yearn for are not accidents, they are intentional. They are the universe's way of saying, this is what I have in store for you. But here's the thing, many people ignore their desires. They dismiss them as unrealistic or unattainable. They let fear, doubt, and the opinions of others convince them that their dreams are too big. But if the universe placed those desires within you, don't you think it also gave you the ability to achieve them? Your desires are a reflection of your potential. They show you what you're capable of, even if you can't see it yet. They stretch you, challenge you, and call you to rise above your limitations. Following your desires isn't selfish, it's necessary. Because when you pursue what sets your soul on fire, you not only fulfill your destiny, you inspire others to do the same. Of course, pursuing your desires requires courage. It means stepping out of your comfort zone and facing the unknown. But the reward is worth it, because every step you take toward your dreams brings you closer to the life you're meant to live. The desires are also deeply personal. What excites you might not excite someone else, and that's okay. Your path is unique, and so are the clues that guide you. Trust those whispers. Follow the sparks of joy and curiosity. They are leading you exactly where you're meant to go. Your desires are the roadmap to your highest self. They show you what's possible and invite you to believe in a future that is brighter, bigger, and more fulfilling than you can imagine. Listen to them, trust them, and know that if the universe gave you the vision, it also gave you the power to bring it to life. There is a mysterious and powerful force at work in the universe, a force that aligns everything perfectly when you release control. Letting go doesn't mean giving up, it means trusting the process. It's about surrendering the need to micromanage every detail of your life and allowing the universe to guide you to what's meant for you. Think about the times you've held on too tightly to something, a relationship, a job, or a dream that wasn't unfolding as you expected. The harder you held on, the more resistance you created. Why? Because control is rooted in fear, and fear blocks the natural flow of life. Letting go, on the other hand, is rooted in faith. It's the act of releasing fear and trusting that the universe knows what it's doing. Letting go doesn't mean doing nothing. It means doing your best and then stepping back to let the universe handle the rest. Imagine planting a seed. You water it, give it sunlight, and nurture the soil. But you don't pull the seed out of the ground every day to check if it's growing. You trust the process, knowing that growth happens unseen before it becomes visible. The same is true for your desires. When you let go, you make room for divine timing, synchronicities, and unexpected blessings to unfold. The universe works in ways you cannot predict or control. Sometimes the path to your dreams will look different from what you imagined. But if you hold on too tightly to your version of how things should be, you may miss the blessings that are trying to find their way to you. Letting go is an act of courage. It requires you to step into the unknown, to release what is familiar and comfortable, and to trust that what's coming is better than what you're leaving behind. It's about shifting your energy from resistance to flow, from fear to faith. When you do this, you align yourself with the infinite possibilities of the universe. One of the most liberating truths about letting go is this: you don't have to force what's meant for you. What's truly yours will never miss you. When you release the need to control, you invite ease, grace, and alignment into your life. Suddenly things start falling into place. The opportunities you've been chasing begin to come to you effortlessly. Letting go isn't always easy. It can feel like losing control, and that's scary. But in reality, letting go gives you the ultimate freedom, the freedom to live in harmony with the universe's plan for your life. It allows you to focus on the present moment, where all your power resides. And when you live in the present, you create a space for miracles to unfold. Gratitude is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. It is more than just a feeling, it's a frequency, a vibration that aligns you with abundance. When you express gratitude, you are telling the universe, I see and appreciate the good in my life. And in response, the universe sends you more to be grateful for. Gratitude shifts your focus from lack to abundance. Often we dwell on what we don't have, creating a sense of scarcity and dissatisfaction. But when you practice gratitude, you begin to notice the blessings that already exist in your life. It could be something as simple as a beautiful sunrise, a kind word from a stranger, or the support of a loved one. By acknowledging these moments, you open your heart to receive more. Gratitude also transforms your mindset. It rewires your brain to see opportunities instead of obstacles. When you focus on the positive, you attract more positivity into your life. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's a proven principle of neuroscience. Your thoughts create your reality, and gratitude is the key to creating a reality filled with joy and abundance. But here's the secret: gratitude is most powerful when it's unconditional. It's easy to be grateful when life is going well. But true gratitude is about finding the silver lining even in challenging times. It's about saying thank you for the lessons, for the growth, and for the opportunities hidden in the struggle. When you practice gratitude in the face of adversity, you demonstrate trust in the universe's plan for your life. Gratitude also creates a ripple effect. When you radiate gratitude, you uplift those around you. Your positive energy inspires others to focus on the good in their own lives, creating a chain reaction of joy and abundance. This collective energy amplifies the blessings that flow into your life. The beauty of gratitude is that it's always accessible. No matter where you are or what you're going through, there's always something to be thankful for. Start each day with gratitude and watch how your perspective and your reality shifts. The more you focus on what you have, the more you'll realize how blessed you already are. When you make gratitude a daily practice, you magnetize blessings. The universe responds to your energy, and your life becomes a reflection of the appreciation you express. Gratitude isn't just about saying thank you. It's a way of living, a mindset that transforms every aspect of your life. Setbacks are an inevitable part of life, but they are not permanent. They are temporary detours, not dead ends. Every setback you experience is an opportunity for growth, a lesson in resilience, and a step toward your ultimate destiny. What feels like a loss today is often the foundation for tomorrow's victory. When you face setbacks, it's easy to fall into the trap of self-doubt. You might think, why is this happening to me? Am I not good enough? But setbacks are not signs of failure, they are signs of progress. They are the universe's way of refining you, testing your commitment, and preparing you for the blessings that are on their way. Think about the stories of successful people. Almost every one of them faced significant setbacks on their journey. But what set them apart was their ability to see setbacks as stepping stones. They didn't let temporary challenges define their future. Instead, they used them as fuel to keep going. Setbacks often contain hidden gifts. They force you to pause, reflect, and recalibrate. They show you what's not working and push you to find better solutions. They teach you patience, perseverance, and the importance of staying true to your vision, even when the road gets tough. It's important to remember that setbacks are not punishments. They are part of the process. Every time you face a challenge, you have a choice to let it break you or to let it build you. The people who achieve their dreams are the ones who choose to rise after every fall. Setbacks also teach humility. They remind you that life is not a straight line, and that's okay. Growth is messy, unpredictable, and often uncomfortable. But it's in the discomfort that you discover your strength. The key to overcoming setbacks is perspective. Instead of seeing them as failures, see them as opportunities for growth. Instead of asking, why me, ask, what can I learn from this? When you change the way you look at setbacks, you change the way they impact you. Setbacks are temporary. They are not the end of your story, they are just a chapter. And when you keep moving forward, you'll find that every setback was setting you up for a comeback. Trust the process, stay the course, and know that what's ahead is worth every challenge you face. The world you experience around you is a mirror of the world within you. Your inner thoughts, beliefs, and emotions shape the external circumstances of your life. This truth might feel overwhelming, but it's incredibly empowering because it means you have the power to transform your outer reality by first transforming your inner world. Think of your mind as a garden. Whatever seeds you plant, whether they are thoughts of abundance, love and peace, or thoughts of fear, doubt and lack, will grow. The outer results you see are merely the fruits of the seeds you've nurtured over time. If you want a garden filled with beauty and prosperity, you must tend to it with care, pulling out the weeds of negativity and planting seeds of positivity and faith. Many people spend their lives trying to change their external circumstances without addressing the root cause, their inner state. They move from one job, relationship, or opportunity to another, hoping for a different outcome, only to find themselves facing the same struggles. Why? Because they haven't done the inner work to align themselves with the reality they desire. Inner work involves examining your thoughts, beliefs, and emotional patterns. It's about identifying and releasing limiting beliefs that no longer serve you. Perhaps you believe that success is unattainable, that love is out of reach, or that you're not worthy of happiness. These beliefs create a reality that mirrors them. To change your life, you must first change these beliefs. Emotional healing is another crucial aspect of inner work. The pain, resentment, or fear you carry within you creates energetic blocks that prevent you from fully embracing the good things waiting for you. When you heal and release these emotions, you create space for new blessings to flow into your life. Inner work also involves cultivating a sense of self-worth. When you believe you deserve good things, you radiate in an energy that attracts them. Confidence, peace, and joy begin to replace self-doubt and fear. The world responds to your energy, bringing opportunities and experiences that align with your newfound belief in yourself. This process isn't always easy. Inner work requires honesty, patience, and commitment. It means looking at the parts of yourself you'd rather ignore and making peace with them. But as you grow internally, your external world begins to shift. You start noticing opportunities you once overlooked. Relationships improve, and obstacles that once seemed insurmountable become stepping stones. Remember, the universe reflects your inner state back to you. If you want abundance, cultivate an abundant mindset. If you want love, embody love within yourself. The journey of inner work is ongoing, but every step you take brings you closer to the life you desire. When you change within, everything around you changes. Expectation is one of the most powerful forces shaping your life. What you expect consciously or unconsciously determines what you experience. Your expectations act as a blueprint for the universe, instructing it on how to respond to you. If you expect good things, you align yourself with them. If you expect failure or disappointment, that too becomes your reality. Expectation isn't just wishful thinking, It's a dynamic energy. It's the difference between hoping something will happen and knowing it will. When you expect something with certainty, your thoughts, emotions, and actions align with that belief, creating the conditions for it to manifest. Consider how expectation works in everyday life. When you expect a conversation to go poorly, you enter it with apprehension, defensiveness, or negativity, and the interaction often reflects that energy. On the other hand, when you expect a positive outcome, you approach it with confidence, openness, and positivity, and the results mirror those qualities. Expectation creates reality because it influences your actions. When you expect success, you take bold steps toward your goals. You persist through challenges because you believe the outcome is worth it. Conversely, when you expect failure, you hesitate, doubt yourself, and give up easily, reinforcing the very outcome you feared. The universe responds to the energy of your expectations. It's as if your belief sends out a signal, attracting people, opportunities, and circumstances that match it. Expectation is a self-fulfilling prophecy. When you expect good things, you notice and seize opportunities that others might overlook. When you expect bad things, you unconsciously sabotage your efforts or miss chances altogether. Changing your expectations begins with awareness. What are you expecting right now? Are you anticipating success, love, and joy, or are you bracing for disappointment? Shifting your expectations requires courage because it means letting go of the fears and doubts that have kept you safe but small. Visualization is a powerful tool for aligning your expectations with your desires. When you vividly imagine the outcome you want and feel the emotions associated with it, you begin to expect it as if it's already yours. This practice rewires your mind, making positive outcomes feel not just possible but inevitable. Expectations also shape the energy you bring to the present moment. When you expect good things, you radiate confidence, positivity, and hope. People are drawn to this energy, creating a ripple effect that attracts even more positivity into your life. Remember, the universe doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you expect. Expectation is an act of faith, a declaration to the universe that you believe in the good that is coming your way. The more you expect good things, the more you align yourself with the reality where those good things exist. Expect boldly and watch as your life transforms. As you stand at the edge of this journey, let these truths sink deeply into your soul. You are not here by accident, and the dreams placed in your heart were given to you for a reason. Every step, every struggle, every victory, and every loss has been shaping you for this very moment. The good things you've been longing for are not just possible, they are inevitable if you choose to believe. Faith will guide you, struggles will strengthen you, and the inner work you do will prepare you to receive the abundance that awaits. Let go of the fear, the doubts, and the need to control every outcome. Trust the timing of your life and the perfection of the universe's plan. Expect greatness, radiate gratitude, and know that your worth is not up for debate. It is inherent, unshakable, and undeniable. What's coming your way is not just good, it's better than you can imagine. The universe is aligning in your favor, and every moment you spend in belief and action brings you closer to the life you were meant to live. So hold your vision, nurture your dreams, and walk forward with confidence. You deserve the love, the joy, the success, and the peace that are on their way to you. Embrace them with open arms, knowing that you are more than ready to receive the blessings you've been prepared for. Your story is just beginning, and the best is yet to come. Believe it, claim it, and let your life reflect the truth that good things are not just coming, they are already here. When it hurts, when the weight of the world feels like it's pressing down on you, remember that in those moments you are not alone. The pain you feel is not a sign of abandonment, but a signal of transformation. In the midst of suffering, God is with you, not as a distant figure, but as the very presence that supports you, holding you together, even when it feels like everything is falling apart. Understand that everything you experience, including your pain, is a manifestation of your inner state. The universe or God works through you, and what you believe is what you experience. So when it hurts, it's not an indication of your weakness but of your incredible capacity for growth. Pain is simply a challenge that stirs your awareness, urging you to awaken to the power you possess to change your state. In every moment of hurt, God is there within you, urging you to shift your focus from the external pain to the internal power you hold. It is through the darkest of times that the light within you shines brightest. The power to transcend your pain, to heal, to find peace, has always been within you. You are the one who determines the meaning of your pain and the direction in which it leads you. Embrace this truth: you are never abandoned. You are not being punished. Every hurt, every tear is a stepping stone towards a greater understanding of who you truly are. You are not defined by your pain. You are defined by your ability to overcome it, to rise from it, and to emerge stronger. In those moments of pain, remember God is within you. You are one with the divine power that governs all of creation. This power is always there to guide you, to heal you, and to show you that you are capable of anything. The hurt you feel is only temporary. It is not your identity. It is simply a moment in time, a part of your journey, and through it you are growing into the fullness of who you are meant to be. When it hurts, when the burden of life feels overwhelming, it is essential to remember that you are not alone. You are never abandoned. In those moments of pain and struggle, the presence of God, or the divine force that flows through everything, is with you more than ever before. The pain you are experiencing is not a sign of divine punishment or rejection. It is simply a reflection of the human experience, a reminder that there is something deeper within you that longs to awaken and expand. In the midst of your suffering, God is there within you, guiding you and transforming you. Pain, emotional or physical, is not something to fear or to shy away from. It is part of the natural ebb and flow of life. Every great transformation in your life, every spiritual growth, comes after a period of discomfort. Just as a seed must break through the soil to reach the light, so too must you sometimes face difficulty to reach a higher state of awareness and being. It is during these moments of hardship that you are being reshaped, refined, and prepared for the greatness that awaits you. The universe is always working in your favor, even when it doesn't seem so. Every challenge, every obstacle, and every painful experience is a part of your soul's evolution. What you are going through right now is not a random event. It is part of your unique journey, and it has meaning. While the pain may seem senseless, trust that it is preparing you for something greater. The universe, or God, speaks to you through your feelings. If you are experiencing pain, it is a sign that there is something within you that needs to be addressed, transformed, or released. Pain is not a punishment, it is an invitation to grow. It is a powerful reminder that you have the ability to change your circumstances, to shift your perception, and to create a new reality. When you find yourself in a place of hurt, take a moment to pause and acknowledge that this pain is not the end of your story. It is simply a chapter that will soon pass. The hurt you are feeling is not permanent, and it does not define you. You are more than your pain. You are more than your fears, more than your doubts, more than the circumstances that are causing you to suffer. You are a powerful divine being capable of changing your life with your thoughts and beliefs. Your thoughts are the key to transforming your experiences. The power of your mind is infinite. What you believe to be true will manifest in your life, whether that belief is empowering or limiting. It is essential to understand that the thoughts you entertain during times of pain are the very ones that will shape your future. You are the creator of your own reality. If you choose to believe that you are alone in your pain, that God has abandoned you, or that this suffering is endless, then that will become your experience. But if you choose to shift your focus, if you choose to remember that God is always with you, guiding you and empowering you, then you will begin to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Your pain will not define you, your ability to rise above it will. In moments of struggle, the divine presence within you is calling you to rise above your circumstances. You are being reminded of your inner power, of the limitless potential that resides within you. Every hurt, every tear is a sign that you are evolving, that you are expanding beyond the person you once were. The pain is there to show you what you are capable of overcoming. You have the strength within you to face any challenge, to weather any storm, and to emerge victorious on the other side. The divine force that flows through you is unshakable, unwavering, and infinite. No matter what you are going through, God is with you, supporting you and guiding you every step of the way. It is important to remember that you are not defined by your pain. Pain is a temporary experience, but you are eternal. You are a child of the divine, an expression of God in physical form, and nothing that happens to you can ever take away your inherent worth or divinity. The hurt you feel in this moment is not a reflection of your value or your abilities. It is simply a sign that you are in the process of becoming the next version of yourself. Just as a caterpillar must go through the struggle of metamorphosis to become a butterfly, so too must you endure the discomfort of transformation to step into your higher self. When you are in the midst of pain, it can be difficult to see beyond the present moment. The hurt can seem all-encompassing, and it can feel as though there is no way out. But remember that pain is a teacher. It is not meant to keep you trapped in suffering, it is meant to show you the way to freedom. Every painful experience is an opportunity for you to expand your consciousness and to release what no longer serves you. Pain is the catalyst for change. It shakes you out of complacency and forces you to confront what needs healing within you. It is an invitation to heal, to grow, and to reconnect with the divine presence that resides within you. During these times of pain, it is essential to trust. Trust in the process. Trust in the divine timing of your life. Trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Even when you cannot see the bigger picture, know that everything is working in your favor. God is with you, and He is leading you to the next chapter of your life, a chapter that will be filled with peace, joy, and fulfillment. But in order to reach that next chapter, you must first let go of the old, of the pain and the suffering that you have been holding on to. You must be willing to release the past and trust that the future will be better than anything you can imagine. God does not bring pain into your life, He allows it as a means of awakening you to your higher self. The divine presence within you is not separate from your experience. It is not an external force that you must call upon in times of need. It is always with you, guiding you, supporting you, and loving you unconditionally. When you feel lost, when you feel as though you have reached the end of your rope, know that the divine presence is there, offering you the strength to carry on. All you need to do is tap into that inner power, that inner knowing, and trust that God is with you always. In your moments of pain, remember that you are not a victim. You are a powerful creator. You have the ability to change your circumstances through your thoughts, your beliefs, and your actions. Pain is not something that happens to you, it is something that you can transcend. You are not powerless in the face of pain. In fact, it is through your ability to rise above it, to change your perception, and to choose a higher path that you will experience true transformation. Every challenge, every obstacle, and every painful experience is an opportunity for you to step into your power and to create the life you desire. It is also essential to understand that the pain you are experiencing is not a reflection of your worth or your value. You are worthy of love, joy, and peace, regardless of what you may be going through. Your worth is inherent. It is not determined by your circumstances, by your struggles, or by your pain. You are a divine being, an expression of God, and nothing that happens to you can change that. Your pain may feel overwhelming in the moment, but it is only temporary. It is not a reflection of who you truly are. You are so much more than the pain you are experiencing. You are love, you are light, and you are divinely supported in every moment. The key to overcoming pain is to shift your focus. Instead of focusing on the hurt, turn your attention inward and connect with the divine presence within you. In those moments of pain, remember that you are one with God, and God is one with you. You are never alone. The divine presence within you is always with you, offering you strength, guidance, and love. Trust in that presence and allow it to heal you. When you focus on the divine within, you will begin to see your circumstances shift. You will begin to feel the pain ease, and you will find the peace that has always been within you. In every moment, God is with you. He is within you, surrounding you and guiding you. No matter what you are going through, you are never alone. The pain you are experiencing is not the end of your story, it is simply a chapter in your journey. And just as a storm passes, so too will your pain. Trust in the divine process, trust in the power within you, and trust that God is with you every step of the way. You are stronger than you know, and with every challenge you face, you are becoming the person you were always meant to be. When it hurts, when the weight of the world feels like it's pressing down on you, there is an undeniable truth that you must hold close to your heart. God is with you, even in the deepest moments of pain. When the storm of life seems to rage the fiercest, it is not a sign of abandonment, but rather a call to reconnect with the divine force that is within you. The pain, the struggles, the heartache are not here to define you or break you. They are here to challenge you, to help you grow, to bring you closer to the realization of your infinite potential. Too often when we experience suffering, we forget that it is an inherent part of life. It is not the pain itself that defines us, but what we choose to do with it. Pain is an invitation to transcend, to awaken to a deeper part of ourselves, to become the version of us that is unshaken by circumstance. We are taught, often from a young age, that pain is something to be avoided at all costs, but in reality it is in the crucible of discomfort that we are refined into the most beautiful version of ourselves. This is not to say that the experience of pain is easy or something that we should seek out, but it is in these moments, when we feel lost or uncertain, that we are given the opportunity to remember who we truly are and to realign ourselves with the infinite power that resides within. When it hurts, it may feel as if the world is caving in on you, as though you are drowning in the heaviness of life. But in reality, this feeling of being overwhelmed is simply a manifestation of the resistance within you. It is the part of you that is holding on to something that no longer serves you. It is the fear, the doubt, the uncertainty that has been allowed to take root in your mind, in your body, and in your life. And this resistance is not a sign of weakness, it is a sign that something within you is ready to change. Every experience of pain is a catalyst for transformation. It is a signal that you are being called to release what no longer serves you and to step into a higher version of yourself. It is through this process of release and renewal that you make space for the new, for the better, for the more aligned aspects of your life that are waiting to manifest. When you are in the midst of suffering, it can feel as though there is no way out. The pain can seem endless, and the weight of it can feel unbearable. But know this, just as the night is always followed by the dawn, the pain you are feeling is temporary. It will pass. But in order for it to pass, you must first acknowledge its presence, not as a force to be feared, but as a guide, a messenger. Pain is not an enemy. It is a friend that comes to show you the way. It brings your attention to what is out of alignment within you, to what needs healing, to what needs releasing. The pain may be difficult to endure, but it is showing you exactly what you need to see in order to grow and evolve. Every moment of pain is an opportunity for you to reclaim your power. It is an invitation to remember that you are not the victim of your circumstances, but the creator of them. You have the ability to change your reality through the power of your thoughts, beliefs, and imagination. The pain that you are experiencing is simply a reflection of your current state of mind, and just as easily as you have created it, you have the power to uncreate it. You do not have to remain trapped in the cycle of suffering. You are the master of your own fate, and the key to overcoming pain lies within you, within the thoughts that you choose to entertain. In the midst of pain, it is easy to lose sight of the truth. It is easy to forget that you are more than your pain, more than your struggles, more than your fears. You are an infinite being connected to the divine source of all creation. You are not defined by your circumstances, nor are you defined by the pain that you experience. Your true essence is pure, unshakable, and limitless. No matter what you may be going through, you have the power to rise above it. The pain you are feeling is a temporary illusion, a passing storm. You are the sky vast, expansive, and infinite. And the storm of pain that you are experiencing is but a small cloud passing through. When it hurts, remind yourself that God is with you. God is not a distant figure who watches from afar, waiting for you to call out in desperation. God is within you, surrounding you, breathing life into you with every inhale and exhale. The divine force that flows through you is the same force that governs the entire universe. It is a force of love, of peace, of power, and it is always available to you at any moment. In your moments of pain, when the weight of the world seems too much to bear, God is there, offering you the strength to endure, the wisdom to see beyond the immediate circumstances, and the love to heal and transform. You are never alone in your suffering. God is with you every step of the way, holding you, supporting you, and guiding you toward the peace that is already within you. In those times when the pain seems unbearable, take a moment to close your eyes and breathe. Inhale deeply, filling your body with the life-giving breath that is a gift from the divine. Exhale, releasing the tension, the fear, the doubt, the pain. With every breath, you are reconnecting to the divine source within you. You are remembering that you are not your pain, and you are not your suffering. You are a child of the universe, a being of light, capable of creating your own reality. You are powerful, and within you lies the ability to transcend any challenge, any hardship, any trial. It is important to understand that pain is not here to punish you. It is here to awaken you. The experiences that bring you pain are the very experiences that will lead you to greater self-awareness, greater strength, and greater peace. Every challenge you face is an opportunity for you to tap into your divine power, to expand your consciousness, and to realign with the higher purpose of your life. Pain is a catalyst for growth. It is through the most difficult moments that you are given the opportunity to discover who you truly are and to step into the fullest expression of your being. You are not meant to remain stuck in suffering. You are meant to rise, to evolve, and to transcend. The divine presence within you is always guiding you toward the path of healing and wholeness. But you must be willing to listen, to trust, and to take the steps necessary to move forward. When it hurts, it is a reminder that you are being called to change, to release the old patterns, the old beliefs, and the old ways of thinking that no longer serve you. The divine is always with you, and it is through your willingness to let go of what no longer serves you that you make room for the new, for the better, for the more aligned aspects of your life that are waiting to come to you. It may take time, but trust that every moment of pain is moving you closer to the life you desire. Trust that every struggle is preparing you for the greatness that is waiting for you on the other side. You are not alone. God is with you, and with each step you take toward healing, you are drawing closer to the fulfillment of your highest purpose. The pain you feel is not the end of your story. It is only a chapter, a part of your journey. And just as every chapter in a book comes to an end, so too will this chapter of pain. You are destined for greatness, and the best is yet to come. In times of suffering, always remember this: you are loved. You are supported, you are powerful. And above all, God is with you. Through every storm, through every trial, through every moment of hurt, God is with you, guiding you, loving you, and empowering you to rise above it all. Trust in the process. Trust in the divine timing of your life. And know that no matter how dark the night may seem, the dawn is always just around the corner, bringing with it a new day filled with hope, peace, and infinite possibility. When it hurts, when the weight of the world feels like it's pressing down on you, there is an undeniable truth that you must hold close to your heart: God is with you, even in the deepest moments of pain. When the storm of life seems to rage the fiercest, it is not a sign of abandonment, but rather a call to reconnect with the divine force that is within you. The pain, the struggles, the heartache are not here to define you or break you. They are here to challenge you, to help you grow, to bring you closer to the realization of your infinite potential. Too often, when we experience suffering, we forget that it is an inherent part of life. It is not the pain itself that defines us, but what we choose to do with it. Pain is an invitation to transcend, to awaken to a deeper part of ourselves, to become the version of us that is unshaken by circumstance. We are taught, often from a young age, that pain is something to be avoided at all costs, but in reality, it is in the crucible of discomfort that we are refined into the most beautiful version of ourselves. This is not to say that the experience of pain is easy or something that we should seek out, but it is in these moments when we feel lost or uncertain that we are given the opportunity to remember who we truly are and to realign ourselves with the infinite power that resides within. When it hurts, it may feel as if the world is caving in on you, as though you are drowning in the heaviness of life. But in reality, this feeling of being overwhelmed is simply a manifestation of the resistance within you. It is the part of you that is holding on to something that no longer serves you. It is the fear, the doubt, the uncertainty that has been allowed to take root in your mind, in your body, and in your life. And this resistance is not a sign of weakness, it is a sign that something within you is ready to change. Every experience of pain is a catalyst for transformation. It is a signal that you are being called to release what no longer serves you and to step into a higher version of yourself. It is through this process of release and renewal that you make space for the new, for the better, for the more aligned aspects of your life that are waiting to manifest. When you are in the midst of suffering, it can feel as though there is no way out. The pain can seem endless, and the weight of it can feel unbearable. But know this, just as the night is always followed by the dawn, the pain you are feeling is temporary. It will pass. But in order for it to pass, you must first acknowledge its presence, not as a force to be feared, but as a guide, a messenger. Pain is not an enemy. It is a friend that comes to show you the way. It brings your attention to what is out of alignment within you, to what needs healing, to what needs releasing. The pain may be difficult to endure, but it is showing you exactly what you need to see in order to grow and evolve. Every moment of pain is an opportunity for you to reclaim your power. It is an invitation to remember that you are not the victim of your circumstances, but the creator of them. You have the ability to change your reality through the power of your thoughts, beliefs, and imagination. The pain that you are experiencing is simply a reflection of your current state of mind, and just as easily as you have created it, you have the power to uncreate it. You do not have to remain trapped in the cycle of suffering. You are the master of your own fate, and the key to overcoming pain lies within you, within the thoughts that you choose to entertain. In the midst of pain, it is easy to lose sight of the truth. It is easy to forget that you are more than your pain, more than your struggles, more than your fears. You are an infinite being connected to the divine source of all creation. You are not defined by your circumstances, nor are you defined by the pain that you experience. Your true essence is pure, unshakable, and limitless. No matter what you may be going through, you have the power to rise above it. The pain you are feeling is a temporary illusion, a passing storm. You are the sky vast, expansive, and infinite. And the storm of pain that you are experiencing is but a small cloud passing through. When it hurts, remind yourself that God is with you. God is not a distant figure who watches from afar, waiting for you to call out in desperation. God is within you, surrounding you, breathing life into you with every inhale and exhale. The divine force that flows through you is the same force that governs the entire universe. It is a force of love, of peace, of power. And it is always available to you at any moment. In your moments of pain, when the weight of the world seems too much to bear, God is there, offering you the strength to endure, the wisdom to see beyond the immediate circumstances, and the love to heal and transform. You are never alone in your suffering. God is with you every step of the way, holding you, supporting you, and guiding you toward the peace that is already within you. In those times when the pain seems unbearable, take a moment to close your eyes and breathe. Inhale deeply, filling your body with the life-giving breath that is a gift from the divine. Exhale, releasing the tension, the fear, the doubt, the pain. With every breath, you are reconnecting to the divine source within you. You are remembering that you are not your pain, and you are not your suffering. You are a child of the universe, a being of light, capable of creating your own reality. You are powerful, and within you lies the ability to transcend any challenge, any hardship, any trial. It is important to understand that pain is not here to punish you. It is here to awaken you. The experiences that bring you pain are the very experiences that will lead you to greater self-awareness, greater strength, and greater peace. Every challenge you face is an opportunity for you to tap into your divine power, to expand your consciousness, and to realign with the higher purpose of your life. Pain is a catalyst for growth. It is through the most difficult moments that you are given the opportunity to discover who you truly are and to step into the fullest expression of your being. You are not meant to remain stuck in suffering. You are meant to rise, to evolve, and to transcend. The divine presence within you is always guiding you toward the path of healing and wholeness. But you must be willing to listen, to trust, and to take the steps necessary to move forward. When it hurts, it is a reminder that you are being called to change, to release the old patterns, the old beliefs, and the old ways of thinking that no longer serve you. The divine is always with you, and it is through your willingness to let go of what no longer serves you that you make room for the new, for the better, for the more aligned aspects of your life that are waiting to come to you. It may take time, but trust that every moment of pain is moving you closer to the life you desire. Trust that every struggle is preparing you for the greatness that is waiting for you on the other side. You are not alone. God is with you, and with each step you take toward healing, you are drawing closer to the fulfillment of your highest purpose. The pain you feel is not the end of your story. It is only a chapter, a part of your journey. And just as every chapter in a book comes to an end, so too will this chapter of pain. You are destined for greatness, and the best is yet to come. In times of suffering, always remember this: you are loved. You are supported. You are powerful. And above all, God is with you. Through every storm, through every trial, through every moment of hurt, God is with you, guiding you, loving you, and empowering you to rise above it all. Trust in the process. Trust in the divine timing of your life. And know that no matter how dark the night may seem, the dawn is always just around the corner, bringing with it a new day filled with hope, peace, and infinite possibility.